Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you, my dear students? I welcome you all in the new lecture of social studies. I am your subject teacher, and this is our lecture number 14. Hope you all have your social studies book with you. This is the book which we are reading in social studies class. Today we are going to read our lesson number 12 and then I will explain you. Hope you all remember that in the previous lecture I told you about the building houses, that houses are very important for the human beings because they need shelter to protect themselves and to protect from the extreme weather. They need the houses to live in it, to make them safe and make them dry in case of rain. And if there is hot weather, then our houses make us cool, and if there is a cold weather, then our houses make us warm. So houses are very important. Then what materials are used in making the different houses? We have studied this in the previous class, that what type of materials we use cement, concrete, also wood, steel, iron. All these things are used in building the houses. Now our new lesson is about the builders, that who build the houses. First we came to know about the materials which are used in making houses. Now we are going to read about the builders, that how many people and what type of workers work in building different houses. Let's start reading. Many people help to build houses. The person who first works on a house, look, concentrate on it and read it very carefully, that what they are going to tell you. The person who first works on a house is an architect. First of all, the most important person is an architect. Who is an architect? Let's read. Before all the other work begins, an architect designs the new house and draws pictures of it. The architect makes a plan which helps other workers to do their jobs. Understand, children, who is an architect? As you can see in this picture, architect is a first person who makes a plan, who design the house, who draw the pictures on the paper. He works everything on the paper by using different tools, rulers, pencils, erasers, and draw a picture of any building or any house by all the measurements, that on a piece of land, on a certain piece of land, what type of house is going to build according to the customer who is talking, who wants to build the house. First meet with an architect and tells him that what type of building or what type of house he needs to build. So then an architect, okay, let's see here, then architect draw a design, a picture on the paper, just like him. Look, he's working on a plan of a building or a house. He's drawing the pictures like this man also, by sitting or by standing, they make a design of a house, look like this lady, like this, and by with all measurements they draw, with all measurement, like this is the dining room, then drawing room, then we have kitchen. It's a, I think the open area. It's a design of a house, that where different rooms are, and where is the main entrance, this is bathroom, then this is bedroom. Look, everything is measured, and the measurement is also written on this picture. Then it will make the work easy for the builders to make a house. So the most important job is an architect doing in making or in building the houses. The first and the most important person is an architect. He's a professional, he gets a lot of studies, a lot of work for getting this degree, and then he became an architect, a professional, to draw these types of designs for making the houses, for making the big buildings, or the, you can see, the shopping malls, the markets, the different places what you can see outside of your house, or even in which house you are living. It's first drawn by an architect. Some architect drew the design of this house, then the different builders build it, and now you are in your house. Look, this picture is the outside of one house, and this all is the inside of the house. Understand, children, who is an architect who first design and draw the picture of any house or building, and they work like this on the paper. They work on the paper, and by seeing this paper, big papers, they roll it and give it to the builders, and then they build the houses. Look, this is the design of this person is holding. It's a design of a building, you can say maybe this building. So by seeing this, engineers and different workers work according to this design, according to this plan. So an architect is the most important and the first person. Okay, then what? Here is a plumber. Then who is a plumber? A plumber fits all the pipes and taps. In the washrooms, you have different pipes for the water, for the sewerage in your kitchen. So who does all this work? This person is called a plumber, who puts the pipes and taps. Understand, kids? Plumber is a person who puts all the pipes and taps. Then we have a laborer. This person, laborer, digs, lifts, carries things, and helps the other workers. You can say laborer means a helper. He helps other persons also, look, digs and lift the different thing, carries things from one place to another. He helps, and they are most important because in making houses we need a lot of helpers, a lot of laborers to bring the things, to bring in and bring out, and to put the or lift the things from one place to another, and also for digging we need a lot of laborers. Okay, this third person is a bricklayer. Who is a bricklayer? Bricklayers builds the walls with bricks and cement. A person who works with the bricks. Look, you know what is a brick? This. A piece of, you can say this is the rock or the stone. By this, they make a brick which is used to make a wall. These bricks used in making the walls of houses. So bricklayer builds the walls with bricks and cement. Then we have an electrician. What he does, he puts in all the wires and the plug points. Who is electrician? By his name you can understand that he works with the electricity. He does the electrical work. The plugs you have, your laptop or your computers are plugged in for electricity for working. Nowadays a lot of machines we are using in our houses, and these machines need electricity, and for getting electricity we put the plug in the electric board, this just like this. So who does all these things when the buildings is making, also when the houses are building? Then the electrician puts all the electric wires and the electric plugs in our houses. So an electrician puts in all the wires and the plug points. Okay, then who is this person holding a, I think it's a door made of wood. So a carpenter makes the windows and doors. He works with wood. Okay, children, who is a carpenter? He makes the windows and doors just like him. He works with wood. He makes the windows and the doors by using the wood. He cuts it and makes the different shape of woods and then different designs of windows and doors he makes. So he is a carpenter who works with the wood. Electrician works with electricity, carpenter works with the wood, and then we have a plasterer. Just like this picture, look what is he doing. It's a brick wall, and then over the brick wall, this person puts a plaster. Plaster, you can say, is a mixture of cement and sand, and sometimes it's white color or gray color. So this mixture, this person, he is a plasterer. He puts this mixture of plaster on the brick wall to make it strong. Look, a plasterer covers the walls with a smooth layer of plaster. They all are professionals in their works and they work very carefully to make different houses. So plasterer put the plaster, the smooth layer of plaster on the walls. Then by seeing this, it's very easy to understand that he is a painter. A painter paints the walls and the wooden frames. Look, after plastering the walls, the brick walls, we put the plaster to make it strong. Then because it's of white or gray color, then painter paints the wall. Whatever the color you want, you tell them, then they color with whatever the color you need, maybe blue, pink, red, yellow. What color would you like to have in your house? You just tell him, then he paints the walls and even paints the doors and windows of the houses. So these are the different persons who works carefully in building the houses. In buildings, you can see the how beautiful malls are there in the city. Even in Taif, we have very, you can say, the very big and very beautiful malls here. So who built this? First of all, an architect make a plan, make a design of these malls. Then all these workers work together to make it a beautiful building. Okay, let's read these lines. Some of these workers also do repair work. Sometimes your walls, the plaster comes out, the paint becomes dirty, or it's going off from the wall. So these, the same persons, they repair it again. If your electricity is cut off, maybe there is an electric shock or something else, then we call an electrician to repair the wires. If our windows are broken, then we call the carpenter. Okay, so they also do the repair work and make other things. They make small things like tables, means carpenter can make tables and chairs. They help to build big things like dams because they work with the wood. So anything which is going to made with the wood, so the carpenter can help us. Dams, factories and bridges. Carpenter can help us in every work in which we use the wood. Okay, children, it's the chapter about the builders, that how many persons and how many people help us in building the houses. You can see in these real pictures. Look, plumber, like this. In your houses, you have these types of water pipes. If sometimes they are broken, then we call the plumber and he repair it. It's a bricklayer. Look how they put the bricks very carefully. They have a careful manner that how they put the bricks. Look, one is here, then the next line between here. So it's a trick. They knows how to put the bricks to make a wall strong. Now he is an electrician. Look, what is he doing? Working with the wires. All these are the electric wires. He knows that which wire goes where. A simple man, a simple person do not know this, but an electrician knows everything. If sometimes these wires are broken, our switches are off, then we call electrician and they also repair it. These are laborers. Look, they are laborer. They take the stones away from the area where building is going to build. They help others. Look, all these are the laborers. They work like this. Now he is the carpenter. Look, he is working with the wood. He is carpenter. He is plasterer, like this. In real picture, you can see this is the wall of a building, a brick wall. Then a plasterer. He is the plasterer. He is putting the plaster on the wall. And after this, the painter paint the wall. Okay, children? These all are the, we can call them, they are builders. They help in building the houses. Okay, now we have the work page. I think we have no question answered in this lesson, but for you we have one question. I will tell you later. First, see this. This is the work page. I split it and make it big for you. What they are asking: name the person who puts in the pipes and taps. Who is he? A plumber. Pipes and taps, a person calls plumber. Works with wood. Recently I told you it is carpenter. Design the house. Yes, he's an architect. Carries, lift, helps and digs. A laborer. We can also call him labor or laborer. Both are correct. Does the electrical work? I told you electrical work. An electrician. Builds the walls with bricks, means bricklayer. Put plaster on the walls, plasterer. Do this in your book. Complete your work page. Okay, good. Exercise B is not included. Only A we have done. Now this is one question from this lesson. You have to write this in your notebooks. Who is an architect? A simple question which I explained you already in detail, that who is an architect? An architect is a person who plans and designs the buildings. Write this with the lesson name, lesson 12, builders. One question only. Who is an architect? An architect is a person who plans and designs the buildings. Just one question. Okay, now these true false. Again, you have to write this in your notebooks. We have this true false. A bricklayer builds the walls. Here this is missing, I think in your notes also this word with is missing. Walls with bricks. When you write in your notebooks, be careful. After the walls, write with. A bricklayer builds the walls with bricks. It's a true sentence. Yes, bricklayers brick the wall with bricks. A carpenter puts in all wires and plug points. Carpenter, do you remember who is carpenter? Carpenter works with the wood. Wires and plug points is the job of an electrician, so it's a false sentence. A painter paints the walls and doors. Yes, from his name, painter paints. Correct, it's true. Kitchen is used to make food. Kitchen. Yes, it's true sentence. Electrician designs the house. Electrician designs the house. What do you think? Is it correct sentence? False. Why? Who designs the house? An architect, not electrician. Electrician works with wires. So an architect. So this is the false sentence. Okay, kids? It's very important lesson for you. You have to learn the spellings of these spellings. A plumber, a bricklayer. These are a little bit difficult, but it's tricky. You can spell it and learn it by breaking the syllables. Look like this. Plum, burr. P-L-U-M, plum, B-E-R, burr. Plumber. Car, pen, ter. Just like this. C-A-R, car. P-E-N, pen. T-E-R, ter. Carpenter. R, A-R-R, key. C-H-I-K, architect. Laborer. Electrician. When you break the syllables, then you can learn it very easily and quickly. Look, brick. The spelling of brick is already here. Bricklayer. Plasterer. Plasterer. By saying the correct syllable, the correct spelling, breaking the word in 2 or 3 parts, then you can learn it easily. It's a tips for you. So follow it and learn these spellings very easily. Okay, children? Okay, that's all for today. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next class with the next lesson. Until then, take care of yourself.